very, very much. I want to thank you very, very much, Dr. Mabry, and for everyone who's made my trip here today so memorable and hospitable. I talked to my wife a little while ago, said, honey, how you doing? I said, doing great. It's 105 degrees, we're surrounded by prairie fire. But the people are great. So she sends her best and wishes she could be here with us tonight. What a beautiful facility. Of course, me and my knowledge of architecture and so forth, I came in today and said, is this new? And said, no, we're celebrating our 15th anniversary of this center. And what a memorable day. 40 years, the university, 40th anniversary, 30th year of the lecture series, 15th year for this, all in the same week. That's more anniversaries than Elizabeth Taylor had. And so I considered myself honored to be here on this particular occasion. Ran into some people here tonight that helped me during my erstwhile presidential campaign. I want you to know that was the toughest 2 weeks of my life. But there are compensations, you know, for things like that. Having been on television for a little while, and you get a certain amount of recognition. And but I should have known that things were not going to go very well for me in this last political endeavor, because it's a true story. I was out in the little private airport in Los Angeles when I'd gone out there for my first big California fundraiser. And we got out, and we kind of spread out, and the cars were coming in and so forth, and I walked in carrying my coat, and a lady came up to me and said, I have so wanted to meet, this is wonderful. My husband's not going to believe this. He's going to be here in just a minute. Could you wait just a minute and stay here and us have a picture taken? And so that's what certainly. I said, honey, over here. You'll never believe, Dr. Phil. I said, yes, ma'am, I am Dr. Phil, but I don't have time to mess with you today. No, that part's not true. But I felt like it. Thank you for that little walk down memory lane. Dr. Mabry, it is true that I left the Senate of my own volition. I always said I wanted to leave one step ahead of the undertaker, 2 steps ahead of the sheriff, and I managed to pull that off. People ask me, why, after serving 8 years, did you want to leave? And I said, well, after 8 years in Washington, I just longed for the realism and sincerity of Hollywood. I always tell my Texas friends, well, I used to always tell my Texas friends and remind them of the fact that Tennessee settled Texas. One of my all-time heroes, of course, is Sam Houston. Now, when I was in the Senate, I had a big picture of Sam Houston behind my desk in my office in Nashville. What a character, and what a man. And, of course, I used to regale my friends with that, and David Crockett, and so on and so forth, and all of that, until I had a chance to meet a Texas lawyer by the name of Percy Foreman out of Houston. Some of you all might remember him, and I kind of was kidding around with him a bit about that. He said, yes, son, said, you know why there's so many Tennesseans in Texas? I said, no. He said, well, when the first settlers came to Texas, they nailed up signs, this way to Texas, this way to Texas, this way to Texas, all along the way. And everybody in Tennessee who could read went to Texas. So I quit reminding people of their Tennessee origins here after that. But it's a pleasure to be with you. I hope we have time. I guess that's up to me. I'll try to not to be long-winded. I like questions and answers. So comments, insults, whatever you got on your mind. And I like to be kind of informal and kind of I have a little back and forth session here, if I'm able to contain myself and shut up after a reasonable period of time. It's a hard thing to do, because once you get out of politics, you can't do anything about it. You become so much smarter. And you have so many more answers than you did when you were in the middle of the mix. And I'm no exception to that rule.